Now I'm psycho when I'm off my cycle. The week that I'm bleeding, believe me, it's killing season. I'm retreating from breeding my inner demons. When I'm believing, deceiving if you don't.
What up, pink ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmi Pynk, and welcome to episode 2 of Yaass, which, now, for those of y'all who have not clocked the look, and of course the look goes as follows. You will see I'm sporting a schoolgirl look. I'll give you a little peep of the little gray patent leather shoe. I'm rocking my black suspenders that don't fit very well. Neither is the skirt. The skirt's too big now. I've lost too much weight. But anywho, in case you have not figured out by the credits or by the look, today's movie we are doing is The Craft. Now, I have a special place in my heart for The Craft. Okay, first of all, when The Craft came out, that was either, I can't remember the exact date it came out. If it was over the summer, it was my summer of my senior year. It basically was my senior year. Okay, I graduated in 1995. But when I graduated, I had just turned 17. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I have a special place in my heart for The Craft. Honest to God, I didn't even need to rewatch it to review it. Because I watched it and I remembered everything that happened. I was quoting lines. It's fucking amazing. But of course, that is no fun. That is absolutely no fun to just say it's great. So we got to pick it apart, right? So first of all, The Craft came out, like I said, in 1994. Now, the 90s, which there's plenty of teen movies, okay? You know about Heathers, you know about Clueless, you know about Mean Girls, you know about, but in that era right there, my era, Clueless, Jawbreaker, The Craft, the Bring It On franchise, like the teen genre movie was alive and well. That might have been the biggest it's been since the 80s when they were doing like the little sex comedies like Porky's and shit like that. But this one had an edge. You see, there have been other teen movies about witches. There have been other movies about witch. Hell, one of our stars of the movie, one of their most memorable roles in childhood was playing the worst witch. So we had worse, but it was never scary. Now, what I will say is this. The first time I watched The Craft, when it came out, I thought it was scary. The shit's fucking laughable now, okay? It's laughable. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's PG-13. And they're trying to remake it PG-13. Let me tell you something. Our PG-13, you definitely understood why it was some parental guidance. This new status of PG-13, you can't make The Craft PG-13. It's going to suck. Okay? So a couple things I want to go over. First of all, the actors. Okay, so we have Robin Tunney as Sarah with this god-awful wig on. Honey, that's the one thing they can do. You get you a new actress to play Sarah. They had to cut her hair off for a role. She had to cut her hair off. She shaved her hair off at Empire Records. At least y'all got lace fronts now. You got Fairuza Balk as Nancy, who slays in this fucking part. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all can't remake this because y'all can't get another bitch to do what Fairuza Balk did. That bitch was perfect fucking casting. Then you have a pre-screen, but she was doing Party of Five, Neve Campbell, and you have, oh shit, do I not know the black girl's name? Fuck. Rachel True, who kind of always played like this hippie black girl. She was Mary Jane and Half Baked. Some other memorable things, if you've seen the intro to this, you know Skeet Ulrich plays Chris, who is the love interest, and right after Clueless, Breckenmeyer, with the hair and everything, which kills me because I look at Breckenmeyer now and I'm like, dude, you don't look no different. Like, you didn't age. You and Seth Green, like, y'all motherfuckers don't age. Is it because y'all short? I don't know. But anyway, and then it was this other guy that used to be in a lot of teen movies too. I don't remember his name. But they were like the sidekicks. They weren't even really in the movie a lot. But because it's crazy because the movie came out in 1994. I thought Clueless came out in 95, but it must have came out in 94 too, because I swear I seen Clueless before I seen The Craft. I probably did. I wasn't big on going to movies. I was good for waiting for DVDs and shit. So anywho, hold on. Sorry, I had to light my cigarette. So anywho, another thing that just cracks me up about it is I'm like, wait, so out of this movie, the most successful one is Breckenmeyer. Oh, and we have Christine Taylor from Salute Your Shorts and the Brady Bunch movies as Marcia, and basically once she got with Ben Stiller, never had another job besides Ben Stiller movies, which is unfortunate for her for sure. Because John C. Zoolander too. Anyway, so enough of that. Let's get into this. So, I will say this about The Craft. The plot moves quickly. And it's not a bad thing in this. It was advertised that it was about witches. You knew it was about witches. We got to the point, these bitches is witches. They looking for a fourth. This bitch coming to town. We got a coven. They get to it super quick. The Craft is classic. Like, I felt like I had to explain Practical Magic to y'all because I know a lot of y'all didn't see it. The Craft, y'all know The Craft. I'm not about to explain shit. I'm about to just dig into shit that I'm about to rip apart. Because if you know The Craft like I know The Craft, I don't got to explain to you the part that's coming up. I can just say, boom, this is what it is, and y'all gonna know. Okay, so first thing that I noticed, and these are the things that like I really did have to remember. Like I knew the plot inside and out, but there was just things that I noticed. So the first thing was the music. Why do everything that got to do with witches got the theme song Charmed in it, that song by the Smiths? Just like everybody else does. I understand it's like gothy and dark and it's feeling like an outcast. I get all that, but is every fucking thing that got witches in it got that fucking song in it? Okay, so moving on. I have to talk about a little bit of the fashion. Now, there was some cute shit. Now, you have to understand, in 1994, I was in the Hot Topic. I wouldn't say that I was a goth, but they had shit like this. Like, I still love plaid skirts and knee socks, and that is what the goth girls wore. But then they had, like, the patent leather and the shiny, and, like, I was just, like, living for Nancy until she went crazy, because she had on some fly shit. Like, she was having on, like, the net crop tops underneath shit, and, like, she was everything. The dog collars, like, she was everything. She was fucking everything. Yes, I have on my 90s hair clips. Let me put that on out there, too. But the scene where they meet, not when they meet her, first meet her, but when they come get her and she watching Chris at the football field, and that motherfucking black patent leather trench coat and backpack purse. And I even remember from back then, I'm like, I really want that. And I'm just not even going to front, maybe not a backpack purse, but I still want that black patent leather trench coat and a matching purse, okay? That shit was hot. Another storyline that I always had a problem with. Now, what I will say about this, keep in mind, it is a teen movie. We love it. If you from that era, you are going to like the movie more than what you think you do when you go to rewatch it. Even though I still loved every bit of it, it's flawed. It's not a great movie. It's not. It's a reason why it's not held with Clueless and Mean Girls and Heathers. It ain't that great. It's good cheesy 90s great, but it's not a great movie. Okay, but Riddle me this. Now, I just watched it, so I know this to be true. But even remembering it, there was no other black people in that school but that character. I can't think of her name. I didn't write the names down. The black girl. All you need, black girl, Neve Campbell, motherfucking Nancy, and Sarah. You don't need to, because Neve Campbell and black girl's basically a sidekick. They tried to give them their own little storyline, but whatever. First of all, your parents, and I don't know, because I do know the actress is biracial. That's not something that people were advertising in the 90s. What I mean by that is, like, now you see on TV biracial couples that have biracial kids, and you see gay couples on TV and shit like that. In the 90s, they wasn't doing that. If you looked black, you played black. So I highly doubt that she was supposed to be biracial. So you're the only black person in the school. Let me tell you, as somebody that's black that went to white schools, your parents sit you down and have a talk with you. Apparently my magic is wearing off because I can't keep the cigarette lit. Anyway. So for this girl, this blonde hair popular girl, to just be fucking with her. And she like, I want to know why you're fucking with me. Bitch, you know why she fucking with you. You the only nigga and you on the swim team. That sound crazy. That even sound crazy in the plot. Like, are you on the swim team? Not that it can't happen. We just seen the Olympics. But this is the 90s. Movies was delved real hard in the stereotypes in the 90s, okay? We wasn't trying to make our characters three-dimensional. They really weren't. They were stereotypes, and that's how we liked it. So, you really have to ask that because I don't like Negroids. And then, for real, who would say that? What racist that you know that would be bold enough to tell you I don't like you because you black would say Negroid? And why do you need to know why she don't like you anyway? Fuck her. I know it's a movie, but that part hit home for me. Like, you know better. Why would you even think? Why you think she don't like you? Duh. Something else. And this has always bothered me, and I forgot about it till I watched it again. So you know the scene where they discover they are the shit. They got their powers. They know they doing it. They know they witches. They got this. So they show that scene, which all teen movies have, that walking scene that shows you we know we that shit. It's the slow motion walking scene. It's the scene that's the fucking cover art. This always bothered me. Why in the fuck do Sarah not have on a bra? Why is her titties bouncing that hard? They don't bounce like that no other time in the movie. Not that I'm looking, but I mean, they're unfucking deniable. Like, they are just in that t-shirt swinging around like somebody put some tennis balls in a motherfucking pair of pantyhose. Like, I'm like, why does this girl not have on a bra with this shirt? Like, what the fuck? Okay. With that being said, moving on. And I don't even know if it's in order. It's kind of in order. But when we get to the part where they're doing the spells, now they know they got their shit together. And they doing the spells. And Marsha Brady hair start coming out. Laura Lizzie was her name in the movie. I actually do know the character name now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so Laura Lizzie, and her hair start falling out. And you haven't seen, because this is after Sarah's in the car with them. After motherfucking Nancy done killed her stepdad. They done made her come up. She ain't poor white trash no more. $175,000 and your mom bought you a convertible in an apartment. Well, that was the 90s. I'm like, $175,000. Yeah, move out the trailer park. But for real, like, she got a brand new convertible. Like, you better save some of that money, bitch. You ain't got no job. That lady ain't got no... That white trash lady that was her mama ain't got no job. She was living off that man. She's probably a bartender or some shit. You better save some of that money, girl. But anyway, the saying is she trying to tell everybody, like, I think this is going too far. We're doing too much. And, you know, the girls is filling their oats. So they like, bitch, we ain't even trying to hear this. Miss Natural Witch. We've been getting dogged and dismissed. in this motherfucking school well before you came. Thank you for coming, but we gonna sow our motherfucking oats. We is feeling our mother. Let me feel my motherfucking oats. We feeling our oats right now. So, I'm not sure timeline-wise right after that. Is that when she did? No. This is after... That's in one of my notes, too. This is after Chris tries to rape Sarah. Because she got the love spell on him. Okay, do you have a love spell on him? Or did you have a demon possess him? Here's my thing. Okay, he thinks he loves you, so he can't stop thinking about you day and night. But if it was a love spell and he was in love with you, yes, he would still be fighting for your attention, but he would never want to do anything to hurt you. So, making him so obsessed with you that he was about to rape you, not a plot point I agree with. Just putting that out there. You could have, if you would have said something like, I want him to be obsessed with me. Because, that's something you could say like, oh, we say that now. Just like now, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with Riverdale. But, kind of in a careful how you word shit kind of way. Just the same way they do in movies about genies and shit when they say wishes, be careful what you wish for. Like, if she would have said, like, I want him to be obsessed with me, then I would get that. But really, the spell was, I just want him to like me. How I got to all this, I don't know, but 90s. And so now they having this conversation. Then they go to Rochelle, that's the black girl's name. And she sees motherfucking Marsha Brady in the shower. Just hair just coming out in clumps. And she just like, I don't know what's wrong with me. What did I do to deserve this? Don't try to get me, motherfucking. Do not try to make me have sympathy for the racist bitch. Ain't gonna happen. You want to act like a skinhead? You need to look like one. Your hair can fall out, bitch. I don't care. Do not try to make me feel bad for that fucking girl. I always hated that part too. Like, don't make me try to feel bad for this bitch. Like, these are some of the plot holes that I have a problem with. Don't make me try to feel bad for this bitch. Chris, Skeet Ulrich, you done lied on your dick and told everybody you fucked this girl. She just started school. She didn't got a uniform. You done fucked up her reputation already. You lying. She come to you, try to confront you about it. You try to play it off in the hallway like, I don't want to see you no more. You told everybody, not only did you lie on your dick and say you fucked her, you told her everybody she sucked. Like, and for you to be doing spells and you still want this dude, so you do a spell on him for him to like you, the fuck? No. Hell no. So, again, like, don't make me try to feel bad for her. Don't really make me try to feel bad for him. I didn't feel bad for him when he died. Sorry about it. I didn't. It's fucked up because the reason he died, she made like she was doing that justice for Sarah. No, hashtag justice for Sarah. You wasn't giving justice for motherfucking Sarah. Your ass wanted him all the motherfucking long, and that's why you ain't like her, because you seen him showing her some kind of interest. And, Nancy was a motherfucking, man, she was petty to the nth degree, dog. Like, so she goes and fools dude into thinking she's Sarah. And let me tell you something else too. They do this shit in soap operas. I remember they did it with Drusilla and Malcolm and Neil. You ain't that fucked up that you can look at somebody's face while they're that close to you and fuck them and say, oh, I didn't know who that was. Maybe if you're roofied. But if somebody slipped you a mick. But come on, all you was doing was drinking beer and you just was talking to this bitch. And she trying to suck your dick. And you like, I'm not on it. And then she look at you with the motherfucking crazy face. Next thing you know, she go like this. And she the bitch you want to sleep with. And you just like, that's what's up. No! You can't, you're not that drunk. Okay? And understand you have the spell over you that you're so in love with her. But you have a spell on you that you're so in love with her that you wouldn't know that ain't her. Holes in the logic, fam. Holes in the logic. But then when she walked in and she was fucking him, and then he's like, "Oh my God, you are a witch. You seen the bitch turn into the other bitch right in front of your face. You ain't that drunk." That shit, I didn't like that. So then, when he bust out and say she jealous, which she was, now you about to kill the nigga. Which I don't know if she actually, outside of Sarah, was actually really honestly trying to kill anybody. I think with the father, because she was the last one to get her powers after they did the prayer or the spell, and it was raining and the power went out, which I lightweight think might have been her that made the power go out. No, that wasn't the same thing. That wasn't the same time. That wasn't the same time. Sorry. But I think what happened was she just got mad and realized that's how she could harness her power. So once she realized shit was popping off, she like, "Oh, motherfucker, I got you. Oh, you having a heart attack? Oh, motherfucker, I'm going to just go ahead and finish that off for you." Chris, I think she just got mad and started going off. And what happened was he flew out the window, because we see every time she get mad, it's always wind and chaos. So, but I do think by that time, she like, "Well, I done already off 2 motherfuckers. I got the juice now. I'm going to kill this bitch." But I don't know why you liked him so much. And then, for real, if y'all supposed to be doing this circle, which you just met the bitches, I don't know why you doing it anyway. I come in with perfect love and perfect trust. When she did that spell and said she still liked him, and y'all supposed to be sisters in the coven, why the fuck you ain't say then, like, "Dude, I gotta keep it 100 with you. I kind of still like him too. But he is dirty." Like, so she was Petty Pablo from the beginning. And then on top of that, she was jealous because the girl was a natural witch. Y'all been trying to do this for I don't know how long. Then she come along, boom, y'all got y'all powers. Pettiness. Yeah, I wrote that, but why did you like Chris anyway? Because that was some old bullshit. The glamour scene. Okay. I did have a problem with the glamour scene. So when they first do the stuff where they realize they can change appearances and things like that. Remember I said at the very beginning of this, Robin Tunney, who was in Empire Records and had to shave her hair for Empire Records, was wearing a wig for the craft. Look it up. It's on IMDb. It's on Wikipedia too. But I already knew that. First of all, you couldn't look at that shit until it was a wig any fucking way. But I digress. Anyway, so when they did the glamour scene, and I understand this is the 90s and we was all hyped about computer graphics. Why did y'all do that computer generated? That was like probably a very easy practical effect that y'all could have did. The bitch was already wearing a wig. All you had to do was get a wig in the same style and get a blonde one. I haven't. You'll excuse me, I need to summon another cigarette. Speaking of summoning cigarettes, that's how you know this is the 90s. These are teenagers. Them motherfuckers is smoking cigarettes like chimneys in that bitch. Like, I'm not even joking. And at first I thought it was just Nancy, because Nancy was supposed to be white trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's smoking right in front of her mom when they tell her about the money. Oh no, all these bitches smoke. Everybody but Sarah. So, just these little hints of, I mean, they showed them drinking a little bit, but it was just like these little hints of, you already knew these three wasn't no good to begin with. And that she was the good one. They always did like little subtle hints like that. Like I said, when they was doing the scene when they were walking down the hallway and they all, you know, the cover art, she has on a white shirt with angels on it. Like, which first of all, you are in a Catholic school, how are you even allowed to wear that? But just visual cues that, you know, directors, cinematographers, and costume designers get together and figure out. Speaking of costume design, I think that's my next note and probably my last note anyway. Oh no, I got another one after that. But Nancy in this full-fledged Stevie Nicks Ren Fair fucking witch's outfit with the pointy boots and all with the school uniform skirt on top of it. Like, I understand when you go to a school, you gotta wear uniforms. There's certain shit you got to wear. But you mean to tell me they was letting her walk around with that on just cause, but she had on the plaid skirt, so it was A-okay? Bitch, please. I know it's a movie, but that always cracked me up. And when I was doing the bump for this, I swear I wanted to do that with the skirt on top of the long black dress, because that always cracks me up. I'm like, this bitch really got her uniform skirt on top of the fucking witch guard? I can't. And then finally, the last note that I had, was in the final scenes where they go to try to kill her and they slit her wrist open and she bleeding. And she had like blood on her sweater. So she invoked Man All. Sweater. Whiter than motherfucking chalk. Oh, I guess Man All clean clothes too. I guess he a dry cleaner. And that shit was missing before she even invoked him. So, you know, that was just a little... What's the word I'm looking for? Discontinuity, incontinuity, whatever. Not right that I noticed. But anyway, overall, I still had a blast watching it. Even though I remembered it. Even though I knew it very well. Oh, that shit with Christine Taylor. When she come up to Rochelle, I don't know if she had just figured it out, because they probably all figured out they witches now. I don't know. But she had walked up to her with that motherfucking flip hat that we used to wear back then, and that tacky ass blonde shake and go Party City wig. I know that was supposed to be the point. So like, obviously it was a wig because her hair fell out. It was supposed to be obvious, but oh god. She got on a wig and a hat. Like, I'm like, oh, girl. But, you know. So anyway, that's The Craft. Like, if I gotta give it a score out of 5, I'm still gonna give it 4.5 brooms. The plot's not great, but it moves by fast enough that it doesn't have to be great. It's fun. It's campy. Also, I'm doing something that I told y'all I would never do, but YouTube got me fucked in the game because I do not understand how I make my money now, because they done changed everything. So you gotta like click and make sure you get notified about my videos and all this other shit. So I had to start a Patreon. So you'll see the link to subscribe is Sailor Moon, Patreon is the P, and then check out some of my other videos. As always, thank you for watching. I love y'all. Blessed be. Deuces.